Hey there, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Surviving Mars, Below and Beyond in New Ulm. Things are going fairly well for us. We actually can go to an asteroid pretty soon, and I don't see any reason not to just go ahead and plan out our visit. You make sure we bring along a few polymers just so we can set up our battery. We have been through this before. A little bit less fuel is what we need, a little bit more metals, and of course the oh-so-important micro-G auto extractor building. That's all we should need to go ahead and launch. Hopefully nothing bad happens while we are up there. As far as our mysteries are concerned, well, we have done fairly well up to this point. The dredgers have retreated, I do believe, so we are waiting for the next horrible stage to see what retaliation the aliens might have against us. Hopefully nothing. I mean, if I were the aliens, I'd be particularly upset, but, I mean, I don't know. They've been kind of pushovers up to this point, so I suspect we're going to be A-O-freaking-K. Bring it on, aliens! I'm ready for you. We dealt with all your previous dredgers. I don't think there's much else you can send at me at this point. Oh, wait a minute! Right as soon as I say that, the Leviathan rises. Red alert! We have a massive object converging with Mars on a collision course. Oh, frick. Our readings confirm that this is a dredger, but its size, there is no mistake, unfortunately. If we leave this massive dredger unchecked, it could have a disastrous impact on our metal supply. On the other hand, our tactical advisor supposes that the arrival of this new dredger may be caused by the threat our actions prove to the aliens' mining operations. Look, we can blame whoever you want, but at the end of the day, the aliens gotta die. At the end, the decision as to how we address the new situation was obvious. Just when we thought we survived the worst, in 5 sols, a huge dredger will be landing. Well, that's a filthy lie. In 3 sols, a giant dredger will be landing. Way over here, right next to my elevator. Oh, that's good. Well, that's going to be irritating, but all right, we can probably live with that. So I'll send the drone seekers down there when we're getting a little bit closer, but for now, we have a fair bit of time to work with. Hanging Gardens tech is researched. Now we are working on the water conservation system, which will only take me about 3 sols or less to research, which would be great. Anomaly analyze, cheaper physics tech. All right. I mean, it's not going to have a lot of physics techs remaining at this point, but yeah, I'll take what I can get. Sure. Just sounds like fun, right? Rosetta has arrived. Excellent. We are in the asteroid's orbit. It is time to land our rocket. What do we have? Well, a load of exotic minerals over here. 37 and a bunch on the ground. Hello. That'll work. Also some metals sitting on the ground over Mya. Pretty far away. More exotic minerals here. And that is a metal deposit. 17 right over here. Okay. Well, we want to land probably right here then, because we should be able to grab every single one of these exotic minerals. As long as we can get enough metals to sustain everything, we'll be A-okay. In fact, let's go ahead and set up a small little ramp right up over this way. There we go. The drones will work on that. We'll get ourselves access to the metals to make sure that we don't have any additional issues. Oh, God! Dangerous radiation. We've detected hazardous levels of radiation on the asteroid. These levels of radiation are dangerous to our colonists and buildings. That is what hazardous means, isn't it? We have located the source of radiation. Several broken radioisotope thermoelectric generators. What? Aliens? Are scattered around. Remnants of an earlier oh, no, it's still human stuff. Okay, we should clear it away. I don't know if I can, but we could try. Oh good, they're anomalies. Well, I didn't bring along any RC Explorers, so that's not gonna really do any good now, is it? Okay, let's go ahead and drop off the dumping site. Of course, we all know that we need to have some universal depots, followed by an exotic minerals outpost like so. And let's go ahead and place our micro-G auto extractor in a good spot, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a quick little battery like so we'll have to do. All right. Get that all set up, and we can grab all of the minerals. I actually need to make sure that these are all set to be high priority because I don't want the drones wasting time working on a ramp when what really matters is extraction, because we only have 6 sols left. And I think with this upgraded, we can extract, what is it, about 7 per sol? And there is 37, so we're kind of pushing it as is. But all right, they should be able to get most of that set up. Let's go back to Mars for a little bit while they work. And let's make sure we pop back over there at some point to set up the upgrade. All right, things are looking okay here. Still struggling a little bit on water. What is up with that? Is the problem that we have some clogged systems over here? No, that's not the problem. Okay. Why are we running lower on water? Is it because I have too many fuel refineries? That could be the case. It might have a little bit of something to do with that. I don't know. 2 sols left until a giant dredger arrives. Do I hear boss music? I might hear boss music. That could be fun. Let's see. We have 14 housing slots remaining. That's not a lot. I am debating whether or not we want to open that up further. I mean, we've got a pretty good amount of houses and stuff already set up over here. We can turn off these cover crops. No longer necessary. Everyone's got their jobs set over here, so this is fine. The Hawking Institute, we can go ahead and open up a few more jobs. I mean, if we're going to have more housing, like, this is the place to do it. It's just a question of whether or not I'd like to have room for more Hawking Institutes so I can take advantage of the fact that we have a 10% research boost over there. But for right now, we're making 7,000 research per soul, and that's with everyone off their shifts. Well, a lot of people not having a night shift, so that's pretty good. Wow, 53,000 water. Is this it? Yep. That is a lot of water. That's great, actually. If only I had ways of extracting said deep water deposits, that would be fan-flippin-tastic. We should probably be researching that at some point relatively soon. Oh, right. Let's go back over to the asteroid. This isn't built yet? What are you guys doing? No, wait. For real. I brought work on this construction. Hey! What? Hang on. What is going on with you guys? Why aren't you working on the thing? We have a prefab for a reason. Set up right there. You guys gonna work on it? Okay, now they're gonna go work on it. Why is no one working on this? Okay, we must have some, like, clearing bugs going on. Okay, that's what's happening right now. So I've seen this happen. We've seen this happen. I'm pretty confident that this is indeed another one of those situations where for some reason, for whatever reason, they're just getting all confused. Waiting on site to be cleared. Well, you say that. Okay, this one's going to get built at least, so we can get the power set up to turn this thing on now. So that's something. Let's go ahead and make sure we do the amplify upgrade. And this immediately shut down. Let me guess. Radiation. This one is not getting cleared out. Well, I kind of regret the placement of my battery now. How about over here? Can we do this? Okay, see, this doesn't need a clearing area, so we should be able to do this relatively fast. Yeah, and the battery did indeed die, too. Ugh. All right, so this is going to get a little annoying, but oh well. So they're going to work on this. They're going to get the ramp taken care of. Won't take that much longer. Then they can go grab some of these metals. That way we have a spare bit. Because it sounds like we're going to need a lot of repairs. But I couldn't have known that when I first launched, so oh well. Let's go back down to the underground, see what's going on. Of course, probably nothing. Oh, we found, okay, the end of another trail. Really? Really? We found another trail, and it gave me the exact same reward as before. Well, that's exciting. Not. Can we have some different events, please? That'd be great. All right. Let's clear out some of these rocks and find out what's going on over here. Okay, we need to clear out some of these cave-ins, because I'd like to go ahead and get this figured out and find out why we're not actually clearing any of this stuff. Though we don't necessarily have to join all this together. It's just sort of an option. Can we go clear out this cave-in? See, why can the dozer reach this? Why is it going underneath these rocks? How does it have that range? I don't know, but I'm not upset about it. It's letting me clear out these cave-ins like it's nobody's business. Fan-flippin-tastic. Okay. Dozers are better than I thought. Go clear this. How are you reaching this? All right, we found another bug. How is it reach? Okay, I don't know. But somehow, we have much longer range than I was expecting. Let's go ahead and clear out the rest of these rocks and stuff. And of course, just so I don't lose track of things, because we all know that I am prone to do such things, we want to be setting up some additional lights and stuff as well. But we'll come back to that probably a little bit later. Let's double check on the asteroid, make sure nothing else has happened. Low storage of polymers. Yeah, we have 4, and that should be enough, probably. There's more metals over here. Is this in range? It's not. Let's see. You don't have a lot of battery left. Take a look at this drone. This one has full battery. Go over here and just start gathering up some extra metals just to be safe, because who knows what's going to happen with this. We should be able to charge this sucker up. Yeah, it drains a lot of power, but I think it'll be all right. So 7.3 per soul is what we're currently gaining, and we haven't even started gathering any of these exotic minerals deposits, and of course these things have immediately died. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to get annoying, I can tell you right now. This is going to get very annoying. But, you know, this happens sometimes on the different asteroids. You just find yourself in a situation where things happen. Suicide, gosh dang it. All right, fine. Actually, in one of my beta tests, when there was a closed beta before this all released and I was working on the tutorial videos for the Paradox channel, I actually did have an event where basically the rocket just straight out broke. Like all of its fuel like jettisoned or something like that. and there was no way to launch it back unless we bought a second rocket and sent it with some emergency reserve fuel. That was a fun day for me. I was so thrilled. 9 hours left, huh, until countdown. All right, so where are you landing? Over here? Let's make sure we bring along a fair number of drones. I have no idea how big this thing is going to be. Minor discoveries. Every once in a while, you get some discoveries that just give you free science. That's one fun thing about having the recon. Oh, look at that. Water conservation is done, and something I'm making a ton of water. Yep, that is how it works. Prefab refab is another tech I'm working on. This is going to take a while to do. 54,000 science is a lot. But what it'll let me do is start, taking buildings and just prefab them. What I might do instead, though, at least temporarily, is go ahead and get the holographic scanning. It's kind of time that we go ahead and boost up the birth rate. And with a boosted birth rate, maybe, just maybe, we can start getting more Martian-born who are not going to have any problems with these stupid natural disasters that keep harassing me. I mean, I feel harassed. I feel attacked personally by what's been happening with all this. So the big thing's supposed to be landing in a second. How big are we talking? Really, at the end of the day, how big of a dredger are we really looking at? It can't be that bad. Oh, it's a biggin'. It's not that bad. I was expecting something way worse. And yes, the screen is shaking. Yes, boss music intensifies. I'm aware, but I don't even care. Go get it, my little drones! I'm just waiting for some Dark Souls music, but I can't actually replicate that because I don't remember what it sounds like. Great dust storm and a cold wave at once. Oh, that's good. Good thing we got water conservation systems, huh? Fun fact, by the way, I'm pretty sure we observed last time that we had a bunch of stacking natural disasters, that the game can't process the cold wave and the dust storm at the same time. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure they can't. And if that's the case, then what ends up happening is, I think the dust storm takes priority or something. So we may not even have a cold wave by the time we're done with this. I don't know. Let's see. Do we want to build some more greenhouse gas refineries? I'm kind of thinking we might. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and build out yet another one of these suckers, because I want to do it. We'll have to turn a bunch of these things off if a cold wave does indeed hit, because it's going to drain an absolute ton of power, but at least for the moment, yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing set up. Look how many drones we've got all of a sudden. This is going great. And we're just going to keep ramping this up. I do anticipate by the end of this video, starting next video, we will probably... What is this? We will probably try to employ jump cuts so things go a little bit faster. Did we just destroy it? Oh, that was easy. All right, cool. What'd you got? 50 electronics and 50 rare metals. Oh, heck yes. Heck yes. RC Transport. Hi. Yes, you. You are going to come over here, and you're going to gather up everything, and then you're going to bring it back to the main base in New Ulm, okay? That's actually fantastic. 50 electronics. That's huge. So what is this? Why did we get large-scale excavation? The excavator produces concrete directly from Martian soil. I didn't research this. Was that a freebie for destroying the thing? Might be. Hang on. We all watched as the dredger collapsed into a blazing inferno. A spectacular end. While some at Mission Control cheered, others simply stared, their concerns unvoiced. The comm feed from the dying dredger report a singular message broadcast toward the Colonists cluster. Retreat! Retreat! Others may wonder, but you know deep inside that you beheaded the beast. The other dredgers won't be coming back. Somehow you don't feel like the victor. You stand silently as you ask yourself one question. Have you defeated a dangerous enemy or rebuffed a potential ally? Who cares at the end of the day? Look, I'm all for creating the Imperium of Man and purging the Xenos, okay? Xeno extraction technology is available for 50%. What is that? Water extractor, concrete extractor, metals extractor, rare metals extractor, gain 50% bonus production. Okay, and it doesn't... This isn't an amplification. It's just a straight-up buff. What? Well, that's really good. Okay, yeah, we're picking that up. 10,000 science. You said that this was supposed to be cheaper. Wait. No, it's still 0. Hey, this is supposed to be 50% off. If it were 20,000 and I had 50% cost reduction, I believe you. Whatever. We'll finish up the holographic scanning, but then, yeah, let's do that. That's going to be just straight-up more water, more rare metals, more everything. That's pretty good. That's really good. I like that. That actually is fantastic. Let's take a look at the asteroid, see what's going on here. I do not want to lose out on this potential harvest of exotic minerals. Why are you guys not gathering these exotic minerals? That's my new question. Are you stuck? Wait, what is going on? Gather. No, they're gathering. They're just really bad at it. Aren't you guys supposed to just automatically go get this? Hey! What am I missing here? Can't find the required resources. What do you need? Required waste rock. There's a bunch of waste rock right here. What's the problem? Alright, these pathing bugs are starting to get more than a little bit annoying. Can we gather up waste rock and deliver? Gather, deliver. I have to do this manually? Are you kidding me? Okay. Gather, deliver. Oh my god. Alright, I don't know what's going on. But apparently I have to actually just gather everything and deliver it. See? Wow, okay. Well, the good news is we don't need a ton of waste rock. The bad news is my drones are morons. And I'm a little bit peeved about it. Wait, why can't I deliver too? Work on this construct. There it is! Alright, finish the ramp. Excellent. Too bad we can't do anything about these anomalies. That would have been kind of fun. Gather up these. Gather up these. You have power, so go gather up some metals. You have power, go gather up some metals. And then everyone else can just go ahead and do some more research. Alright, let's keep an eye on this. When we have only about a soul left, we should start packing up. Because you do not want to wait to the last minute, or you may find yourself in a really, really bad spot. So we finished with the extra berthing. The best place to do that... Wait, we can't do it here? I thought this was an upgrade. Is it passive? Might be passive. Holographic scanner at the medical center. Oh, gosh dang it. The medical center's the spire. It's not the infirmary. I can't do this here. We have to build... Okay, never mind. We have to build a spire first. I'm sorry, I messed it up. Oops. And here I was thinking we wanted to do a network node. Alright. Well, that's fine. We'll enjoy that later. The good news is that it didn't delay my research by too much, so alright, fine, why not? We'll just go ahead and toss prefab, refab back on here after the Martian network is done so we can get even more stuff if I so desire. Alrighty, we're up to 18% on the temperature rating, so that's pretty good. Lots of greenhouse gases doing their thing over here. Definitely draining up a lot of power. Definitely draining up a lot of fuel. We should be producing plenty of it, though. How are we doing on everything else? Machine part production's not fantastic. Doing great on polymers. Pretty good on electronics. You know, machine parts and electronics are probably the hardest ones for me right now. Food has not been an issue. We have lots of rare metals being stored up. And I think I'm still good on things like concrete. So metals is kind of surprisingly the one thing that is still struggling. We could fix that by simply having a metals extractor right over here. I have been saving this space this whole time. But at the same time, is that really worthwhile right now? I mean, yeah, actually, we have 11 jobs that aren't being worked. Well, maybe it is. I mean, there's probably still a lot more on the map, but we can go ahead and at least get this constructed, and in the meantime, let's allow a few extra jobs to work over here. There we go. Back at the Hawking Institute. Even more science! I am a mad scientist. This is great. All right, let's go ahead and bring these guys back. Might as well at this point. Dust storm in about a soul. We actually might need some more power. I'm a little bit worried about our power. We could increase the number of people working over here, and that would certainly help. But at the same time, this is going to be out in the open, not being very well protected. It's probably worth, at this point, setting up another wind array. Because wind is, of course, a fantastic source of power. And by placing this stuff over here, we should also be able to set up a triple electric scrubber in the area, and that'll save me on all the machine parts. Just like this. That should end up being worth a ton of extra power during this great dust storm. And if, on the off chance, the cold wave and the dust storm do happen at the same time and I just can't see one of them, I don't want to find out that I'm draining a ton of power and I didn't have enough to go around, you know? That would make me feel really stupid. And I already have low self-esteem as it is, so can we please not point out my faults? Okay? This is why I avoid the YouTube comment section. It's not true. Well, sometimes it's true. You get the point. Holy Dome! With a further expansion of the colony, there is a petition for the religious to have a community on Mars. Wait, proclaim Mars itself a holy land? The whole planet? You know, this gives me some Stellaris vibes here. Such a great idea. All right, so religious are happy, but all other colonists are upset. Comfort of religious is set to 0. This is absurd. Religion has... I'm not doing that. All right. Well, I'm going to have to accept that all religious get a morale penalty, but we are seculars. We are seculars here, all right? Thank you. 2 souls left on this asteroid. You know, one thing we can do to speed up the process of eventually packing up. We don't have to launch right now, but we can go ahead and just start loading a bunch of exotic minerals out of our pack right here, which, by the way, it said we have 35. We actually only have 34. That's a bit concerning. There's kind of, I noticed this in the closed beta testing. There is a rounding up integer value somewhere that can mess up the loading of your rocket, and you do got to be careful about that. So we don't have enough polymers to repair this power accumulator, is what I'm seeing. And I don't think there were any polymers on this particular moon, or asteroid, sorry. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this, because there's no point. What's this? We found another asteroid. Oh, good. Well, we can worry about that later. How are we doing as far as extracting? 17 remaining. Whenever nighttime hits, we're just not going to have any power for this, and that sucks. This greatly reduces my production, but if we're out of polymers, well, what can you do, right? What can you do? So this is just going to be what it is going to be. All right. I'm thinking we pack up and leave pretty soon. I don't want to take any risks. Another suicide. Why? Good lord, the comfort value is high. The sanity value is relatively high. People shouldn't be upset. Why is this still a thing? Hello? I don't understand. Can you please stop being so selfish? All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves another Hawking Institute. We might as well just double up on some more science in this area. And yeah, a network node and stuff would be nice, probably. 5 hours left till we have a great dust storm. Okay. I could increase this. It's not going to get me much if I do. This should be plenty large right here. All right, so let's not worry about too much more with the triple electric scrubbers over there. So this is all going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and start repairing. The subsurface heaters have been on this whole time? Oops. Well, I didn't realize that. Let's go ahead and turn those on. Did I build one over here? I did, right? Yes. Okay, so we have our subsurface heaters still on and active and everything, so we should be okay. This is not large enough. Let's go ahead and fix that. I want to make sure that it is large enough to keep this large water tank under control and prevent it from freezing because, well, we do need to have a lot of water. All right, it's probably time to pack up. I think it is. I think it is. We only have a soul and 8 hours left, and in my experience, these guys can be a little bit of a derp at times, so let's just go ahead and start demolishing everything. We don't care about gathering more metals. That's not really the point. Just gather everything else up that you can. There we go. So they're going to go do their thing, break it all up. Cool. So with this all being delivered, let's go here and quickly just increase the requested payload, let's say to 35. I assume there's another 11 here. I'm just going to be playing it safe and maybe leave behind 1 or 2 of these exotic minerals because I don't think I want to risk the integer values messing with me at this point. Oh, right, and back on Earth, we should be now having our dust storm, right? Yep, there it is. All right, leaks are detected. We are making, oh, so much power. My God. That's amazing. Let's turn off all the fuel refineries. No reason to drain that much power. We have 3 souls of power water left. In fact, we're actually kind of towing the line here. It says we have 3 souls and 21 hours. That's 10 hours more than I need. A single leak can easily lose all that if it is not fixed rather quickly. I don't see any evidence that the power draw has increased. So yeah, the cold wave is happening in the background, but we can't see it because the dust storm apparently takes priority, which is rather interesting because I feel like that's not intentional, or maybe it is, but it'd be really interesting if you could have both of those hit you at the same time now, wouldn't it? So we have, it says 1 more there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess we can request 1 more, but see, it says we have 37. It says we have 2 more we can load, but I only had reported 1. And the thing is, if I increase this up to 37 and that doesn't exist, then we won't be able to launch the rocket. So, yeah, we're not messing with that. Let's go ahead and load up all the polymers as well as these machine parts. I assume that I still have fuel loaded in the rocket, so we should be okay. Let's request all of this. They should do this, no problem. So yeah, there's none left in here. There's a rounded value of exotic minerals somewhere that we technically possess. Technically. All right, so all of this is now ready and good to go. I think we just go ahead and return to Mars now. Make sure this is all in order. It is. Request, go. Okay, and we are going to be out of here. Good. In plenty of time, no risk of losing that asteroid. And if we want to immediately load it up, we might be able to get to another type of asteroid. Wait, this is really? Hang on. The gap in our knowledge is unnerving. A treasure we found, hang on. I just read this, and I think we found an asteroid that might be super good. Ooh. Yeah? Hello? So this is where I start to really wish that we did indeed have these rovers. If I do this fast, maybe we can pack up an RC Explorer and send it. I'll bet you this has a bunch of anomalies on it. I'll bet you it does. So we're going to try. 9,000 science now. That's pretty good. That's really good. We're getting plenty of people to work in these shifts. Let's go ahead and amplify over here. Make sure that people are working these jobs in overtime. And this is 8.8 thousand during night. So we should be getting a ton of science. Oh my gosh, it feels so good to finally have science again. That's not even outsourcing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to be able to get this RC rover tech about the time that the rocket even arrives. We'll be able to launch that sucker again. That's going to be fantastic for me. And for once, we're going to get some exotic minerals. 35 more going to be added onto the pile. That feels pretty good. All right, we've returned. I can't land. Oh, right. I can't land during a dust storm for 2 souls. Darn it, we might miss out on this thing. Oh, we are. Oh, that sucks. We're not going to be able to land on this because the dust storm prevents my rockets from landing and returning, and this thing goes away in 2 souls. We only had a very limited amount of time to even get here in the first place. Super limited window. Super limited. All right, well, the next time we find an asteroid, we'll be able to actually bring along some rovers, but that sucks. That sucks. All right, where's the other leak? This is a power leak. Power leak. We already fixed the water leaks, so we are okay. Still says we have 2 souls and 10 hours worth. That's no longer enough. Thank you, Mr. Leak over here. Pretty sure that just literally recalculated on me as I was watching it. Jerk. Go ahead and fix that up like so. Okay. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Yes, yes, we're not producing a lot of water because, well, there's actually something to be said about just letting this go ahead and continue even though there's a leak, because we're gaining more water from having the extractors than not. Which, by the way, this thing's producing 13.7 right now because we should have a 50% boost on these, right? Without having to spend anything extra. Actually, I didn't even check that. Hang on, let's just double check. Yeah, there's no other amplification research required. So the dredgers just made me better in every possible way, which is just great. Almost said flam-flippin-tastic again, but I kind of meant it. Martian network is done. Good. Let's go back to the spires, and let's set up another network node right over here. We're going to have it poke right through the top. And this is going to let me get even more science. So much science. Look at all the patents. It'd be great. Marsquakes. Yeah. They're still a thing down there, aren't they? Yeah. We didn't finish clearing this area out, did we? Let's see if there's anything else we want to clear here. There's apparently, I think, another cave-in. Hang on. Yep, sure enough, there is another cave-in that we missed over here. We should be able to clear this out. Then we can get the rocks, and then people can get out of here and do whatever they want. Which, I mean, in hindsight, kind of dumb, because I don't even think that I technically... I think that I already had access to all this, so we basically just created a big loop. But, no, whatever, fine. No, shush, it's completely fine. Let's go ahead and set up some additional lights, by the way. And yes, it's gone. Sorry I couldn't take advantage of it. Would have liked to, but the dust storm has forbidden it. The dust storm is a harsh mistress, but I love her anyway. All right, let's go ahead and start clearing all this nonsense out. And just like that, we will have all this done, looped back around, so we'll be able to start clearing some of this out. Now, you might be wondering, when you want to go down here, the logistics of moving colonists around and resources and stuff is going to be an absolute pain. And that's certainly true, which is why there's no way in heck I would ever colonize underground without first researching the underground flight school so that we can have shuttle hubs. That would be actually fairly helpful. All right, well, we're working on the prefab refab right now. Still not much we can do as far as the lake crafting and the lake vaporators until we get to a certain level of heat. We're at 22-ish%. I don't remember at what point ice melts. It might be 25, or maybe it's 50. I really hope not. Regardless, as of next week, I do think that we are going to be going for jump cuts in order to speed this up with the terraforming process and try to get the resources we need in order to colonize the underground at least a little bit. And by the way, before I end this video, we have 10,000 science, which means I have officially completed all of our sponsor goals. Yay! I'm the best. So that's usually where I would start to end a series, but we're terraforming, and I still got to colonize that underground. We'll do that next week, though, and then I think we'll end up this series. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, I would humbly ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.